Welcome back to Season 2 of Sailing Sitka. We are Jay and Kenna, two young Canadians who stepped outside the box of comfort and decided to act on their ambitions of sailing around the world. We first set sail from Victoria, BC, Canada, and have been adventuring around Mexico ever since. In this season, we'll be sailing on, further south and closer towards our dreams of exploring everywhere the sea touches. So sit back, subscribe, and enjoy the ride. Welcome back to our channel. The past couple of weeks, we have been refitting our 1976 Choi Lee Offshore 41. We've done everything, including sanding the bottom, sanding and sea tolling 3 rounds on the tow rail, installing a Tides Marine track on top of our main track, which, if you can recall, was an absolute ghetto nightmare, raising the waterline, sanding and sea tolling 1 round on both the main and mizzen mast, installing a newly fabricated gooseneck, painting 3 coats of sapphire top part paint, installing 2 new through hulls, and I mean, the list goes on and on. It's been a long and hot few weeks, but we are now only a few episodes away from finally splashing our floating home and sailing further south. With only a few more projects and videos under our belt, we will be officially wrapping up this boatyard series, which we are very excited about. Thank you very much for the 3,000 subscribers. We really, truly couldn't be here striving for this dream without the support of all of you. So first up on today's episode, figuring out how to start up our newest addition to Sitka.
Now let's see if this dinosaur can figure this thing out.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, actually I think they made it Space Cadet proof, so.
All right, Elon, I see you. I see you, the packaging.
All right, Elon, I see
right.
you. I see you. I see you, the packaging, Elon. Oh, that's our rotor, keep that safe.
If you guys have been following along with us for a bit, you know that I walk how many kilometers?
It depends where, but it's a long time.
Depends where, but we walk to random coffee shops or internet
Starlink
places.
sticker has cats on it. This takes priority, guys. Sorry, Kenna gets really excited about cats. Okay, this is Space Cadet proof so far. Look how easy this is. This is how every product should be made. Like
this one?
Yeah, that's the power cable. That's all there is to it.
What?
Yeah, it's done. Set up.
It's done.
Yeah, you scan this and that's it. And I have a password from when I bought it.
Like I was saying, so we would walk a long time to go find internet just to upload episodes for this channel, and this is an absolute freaking game changer, you guys. Like, this is how dedicated we are to this channel. So if you want to hit that subscribe button, and it's a good time about now because we got Starlink.
Okay, you want to open the...
Yeah, we gotta
Open the
explain to
hatch.
them how we're gonna be doing this.
And then it's going to be better if I go on deck and you pass it to me.
Okay. Well, this is how we're making it work here, people.
So a lot of people permanently mount these, but we're not doing that. Like, we're just going to use it at anchor, and I don't want to permanently mount it on the boat. I don't think there's a good spot, to be honest, on Sitka with a mizzen boom. Plus I think it's kind of ugly, but yeah, and it's gonna get wrecked. Like on this boat, like there's just not a good placement. Like if we had a good placement for it, no problem.
I'm so beyond excited, it's not even funny. Just the thought that I can edit and upload episodes in my own home astonishes me.
All right, good morning, guys. So today we're gonna mount this hot shot pump, which is basically a big washdown pump. We installed a new through hull, you saw us do that, into the head there, and that's to feed this and potentially a water maker in the future. So they'll share. We don't want to put more through hulls in this. This is the only one we're adding. So once we get to that level, we can just have a tri-gate, which we already have. Like, it's this guy here. but I don't think I'm gonna mount that just yet because we're gonna wait. I want to wait till if we have a water maker and stuff to figure out where I want to put this. It's not hard, it's just gonna be a plug and play thing. So, but right now the problem we have is the fact that I got 1-inch barbed fittings on the end of the through hulls, and they're already pre-built, like you can't take those apart, but 3/4 inch barb on the actual pump. So we gotta go from the through hull being 1 inch. So this is gonna be the through hull, is gonna get connected to this valve, and then it goes down, this steps it down to 3/4, and then this gets connected to this, and that's the intake. And then the outtake, well, that's easy because that's the hose. Basically it's this 25-foot hose that's coiled up. So where we're gonna be mounting this is gonna be right here. I'm gonna mount this under the shelf right here like this, and then the through hull is down here. So water's gonna go through there, through that step down that I showed, and then in here, and then the hose gonna come out here, and then when we need it we're just gonna pass it through this porthole, because I don't want to have a hole through the boat like where water can leak, and we're only going to be using this hose really when we're lifting anchors, so to spray the wash down. So we won't be using this at sea, and if we do use it at sea is when we're catching fish, but if it's too rough we'll just use the old bucket method. Yeah, so as per usual, don't have the right size of bolts or machine screws in this case to do the pump install, and that's another thing that's very different than when you're, you know, in your home country or your hometown where you have a vehicle where you could just be like, oh, you know, it sucks, but you just get in your car and drive 10 minutes and you get the right size fitting, and then you can install something. Versus here, well, we don't have that luxury. Luckily we have a friend in the area that does have a car, so whenever he's ready we're gonna go, and I gotta go pick up some hose also for that pump, and at the same time I'll pick up some machine screws. So I had these on board, which are this right diameter, but they're like 3/4 of an inch too short. So I'll need 4 of those. I'll probably get like 8 just to have spares. And so now we're switching gears. We have to sand the bottom a bit too, like just do the final sand and tape before we paint it, because our friends are coming in today with the bottom paint, so that's exciting. But before we get all dirty, I want to do like a little bit of work inside, things we need to still do. These are not things we need to do on the hard, by the way, like we're just like waiting for the bottom paint basically, but it'd be nice to do while we have like AC and it's not as hot to work in here anyways. So we ordered 2 new fans. I'm thinking of mounting this one probably here, which I think is a good spot, because whoever's sitting on that side has that fan that can be for the galley or spin around and go here, and then that would give a fan here to circulate the air. And also when we're at anchor, this hatch is open and funnels air, so this would just provide more cooling. All right, exciting times. We're about to get back in the water. Well, a couple days, but we're waiting for a boat paint, so we're just creating jobs basically. So we got our new Mexican flag, as the old one was like completely destroyed, and then we have our Young Cruisers flag, which also seen some sea miles. Young Cruisers, send us a new flag.
So we are waiting for our bottom paint from our friends. In the meantime, Jay is sanding the bottom, just giving it a quick sand to get it prepped. And I am sanding and varnishing the handrails and the hatches. So just a quick little sand for these guys, and then I'll get on to varnishing. It's really crazy to think that we're only a few days and projects away from being off solid ground and back in the water where Sitka belongs. I can definitely say that the morale is much higher with the both of us, now that we are finally only a couple steps away from finally splashing.
It's finally bottom paint day.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be so nice. So we just finished rinsing off the hull, and well, the bottom, and scrubbing it. And then the white coast strip, we're gonna do that at the same time. So we're gonna start on the starboard side there. We have the scaffolding. We're gonna go up and tape around that blue line. And once we're gonna tape and actually sand it as we go, and also tape the bottom. We'll bring a rag with us to dry any bit of water. So basically we just got to tape on this side here. So we'll just bring a rag so we can wipe that quick and then tape. And then yeah, we got to get going because we got to do 2 coats of bottom paint today and 1 coat of white, and maybe 2.
Special shout out to Koi on the little red boat for bringing all of our products down.
Yeah, he's an absolute game changer.
Absolute legendary. As you can see here in this shot, the tow rail is completed and looking fresher than ever. In all honesty, we did forget to film the official aftermath, as I'm sure you can understand, life gets pretty crazy busy at times. But now, here we are, all taped up and ready to paint.
Alright, so the bottom paint on Sitka is not going to be green, it's going to be black, but we want the first layer to be green, so if ever we're scrubbing the hull and stuff and we see green, that means we're at our last final layer of new paint, and that means usually you got to paint the bottom. That being said, hopefully we don't get there for 2 years because we won't be able to haul out until the east coast of Panama.
Ooh, so, little insight there, information.
Yeah, I mean, plans can change, but that's the plan so far.
Not an artist by any means, and this is when I could actually use my best friend right now, Justice. She's an artist and she's going to art school in Calgary. If you want to follow her Instagram, I'm going to link it down below because she is amazing and I would really need you right now. So if you could fly to Mexico and do this for me, that would be amazing.
JJ Collette. Alright guys, so we finished the bottom coat this morning, but we ran out of the green just right here, but the rest is all done on both sides. But we have 3 cans of black, so, and we want to get 3 coats, so the green one can almost did an entire coat, so with 3 cans we'll be fine to do 2 more coats plus behind the pads when they move us the last day, so that should be good for 3 coats in most places anyways, except those little 2 patches. And now we're just doing the white line, so Kenna's doing the artsy fartsy things at the end, and I'm doing the long white straight line with a bigger brush. So I'm using this thicker brush, and then she's using this tiny little brush here. And right now she's just prepping because there's no way we're taping around that. So it's a nightmare. And yeah, we're We got 2 more days before D-Day. We're gonna launch on the 2nd of November, but we decided today that we're gonna extend by a day, so it gives us a full day to wax the hull and just get everything sorted before we go in the water. So we'll go, we're all paid up for this until the 2nd, but we'll go and pay for an extra day. I tried to go do it a few minutes ago, but they were on lunch break. So I'll try again once we're done with the white, and then right after we're done with the white, we're gonna start painting another coat of bottom paint, the black. So in this temperature, you can recoat after an hour, and that's gonna have been like 2.5 hours, so we're gonna be plenty good. All right, I'll let you guys go, and we'll show you guys the results. Peace out, A-Town.
Stay tuned next week as we give Sitka her last and final coats of bottom paint, just in time for her to be lifted up and ready to splash once and for all. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Sailing Sitka. Stick around for more to come. If you enjoyed, please spread the love and let us know. Special thank you to our Patreon members for making these videos possible, as well as helping our dreams come true. See you all next week.